Most players in Minecraft would build a house or a base and call that their home. But what if you didn't want it to do that? Instead of calling a place home, what if the world was your home? Which is why today I'll be introducing mods that would be perfect for that nomadic lifestyle. From setting up camp to activities to exploration, this one's gonna be a fun adventure. Let's start with the basics. To become a nomad, we'll first need to be able to have a house that we can carry around. A way we could sleep wherever we like without just placing down a bed. Which is why the first mod is Let's Do Camping. This mod will add all the basic gears we'll need to start a nomadic lifestyle. Like by using sticks and wool like this, we'll get a tent. That doesn't really look like a tent, but I feel like this suits Minecraft a lot better. Like how the blue ones really suit the theme of a wandering villager. And yes, you can make these tents in any other color. And once you've placed down the tent, we'll still need something to sleep on. Instead of just placing a bed down, we have sleeping bags. The only difference is that it's crafted without wood and the top wool will always stay white no matter the color you make them. Now just place down a campfire, make some marshmallows with egg and sugar before attaching it to a stick to roast them. A classic camp treat. But don't cook it for too long though because it will burn. And if you don't like campfires, just make a grill like this to cook some nice meat. Now once you're ready to pack up and move, you're gonna need two things. A backpack and a walking stick. A walking stick is made with 3 sticks and would give you a slight speed boost while holding it. And a backpack in this mod would come in 8 different designs. 2 of them are just ender chests which can be found in the stronghold and end cities. But the rest of them are actually just wearable shulker boxes that can also be placed down. I mean, they all look so good when placed at a campsite. And to show that camping is normal in this world, we could add the mod campsite structures to spawn these few types of campsites, showing that people, maybe past pillagers or wandering villagers, have set up these little camps around the world. And they all have a specific theme to them too. Like how this tent here has a little farmland next to it with crops in the chest and a hole on the table. So a farmer definitely has stayed here in the past. Or they're just not here for now and will return soon. And before encountering a new village or a new structure, you'll always be able to stumble upon these paths leading to them. These are from the mod RoadArchitect. These paths usually connect 2 structures, sometimes even having lanterns to light them up. They all integrate with the Minecraft world so seamlessly too. Plus, it's just nice to walk on paths as a nomad sometimes. Like walking into a village while following a path like this really makes you feel like an adventurer. Now, I didn't want this video to be mainly about structures, but rather more on living with nature and exploring the world as a nomad, where everywhere can be your new home. So, I've decided not to add any village revamps or major structure mods. Instead, I've added the mod Homesteads. Now, while you're following a trail or exploring in the woods, you might find these huts where there will be a villager living in them. These are villagers that chose to live by their own instead of being part of a community, just like us today, which is why they have jobs that usually are better done alone, like the lumberjack that lives in the woods, the beekeeper that has their own beehives, the trapper who lives in the woods as well, the forager that really likes flowers, and the prospector who lives in caves and badlands, all in houses away from society. But to add some extra purpose into the game, let's add the mod Let's Do WilderNature. This is a mod that adds a bunch of new wild animals into the game, which is cool, but I'll get into that in a bit because that's not the reason why I added it. The reason is you can actually craft a bounty board like this. Place it down to get these bounty contracts that would reward you for hunting those animals. I mean, if you're a nomad, you're definitely gonna be hunting, right? So just pick a contract from the bounty board ranging from common, uncommon, leveling to rare. Each of them will tell you to hunt a certain amount of animals within the given time and then safely return it back to the bounty board. Doing so, you'll be awarded with items like an animal trophy, which would be awesome for decorations, or these really nice looking banners. I really like this fox one. You could also get this cool hat or this really sick looking fur cloak. It really doesn't do anything except for it looking insanely cool. But the best reward in my opinion is this weapon called the blunderbuss, where you can craft ammunition just like this or even diamond ones if you can to use it on mobs. I mean, this would be the absolute perfect weapon for hunting. And about the new animals, let me show you some of my favorites. See, this mod doesn't just add a new thing to do while we're nomads, but also just animals that blend super well with Minecraft. like deers that spawn in forest biomes and are really scared of people. So you have to take them down with bows or by sneaking up on them. And they drop this meat that's actually edible and cookable. Or how about flamingos spawning on these shallow waters? I don't know, there's something about them that makes this place really nice to look at. There's also these fluffier sheeps called the mini sheep that's found in mountainous biomes and actually drop more wool when sheared. Just look how fluffy they are. Now there's still more to go, but I'll just introduce one more to not make this video mainly about animals. Meet the owls. They're only awake during the night and can also be tamed with rotten flesh. Now just imagine having to look for these at night to hunt them. How fun would that be? Plus, they would give an extra ambience for your campsites at night. Okay, for the next mod is Loot and Explore. Now sure, this is another structure mod, but I really needed to add this one because this mod actually adds a structure called the inn. While exploring the world, you now sometimes find this structure where there's an innkeeper inside who would sell you useful stuff for your adventure and all, but most importantly, it's an inn, a place for you to rest and drink in the middle of your ventures. There's even a desert variant. I mean, just imagine traversing the desert and stumbling upon this structure for you to settle down, drink a nice cold drink before getting ready to move on to your next destination. I absolutely love that. Coming up next is Environmental. Now this mod is one of those mods that really adds so much content, it really deserves its own video. But today, we'll be adding it just to add some fresh new biomes in Minecraft for us to either set up camp in or to just explore new terrain in general. One of the biomes that this mod adds that I really like is this biome called the Blossom Valley, which is a biome that's filled with this really pretty tree called the plum tree. This tree has 3 colors to its leaves, together with bamboos and even a campsite. Oh, this was from the campsite structure mod. So yeah, that does indeed mean all mods in this video are indeed compatible in NeoForge, except for Loot and Explore, that is. Anyways, the environmental mod really has so much more to offer, like this marsh biome where, as you can see, there are indeed ducks. Yes, this mod adds new mobs as well, just in case it wasn't enough, that is. There's even these cool looking pants that you can get from shearing these hairy cows. They'll actually get mad at you for shearing it, so be careful. Pairing this with Let's Do Camping's walking stick and backpack really makes you look like a true nomad. And there's still a lot of little details that's part of this mod. Some small details like cattails growing on shallow water, and even one new structure which is this abandoned log cabin, which sure it's completely covered with leaves, but you could still use it as a temporary shelter to spend the night. And finally, as a nomad, we'll probably be fishing a lot, which is where the mod StarCatcher would come in. To start, you can first make this guidebook. This guidebook will teach you everything you'll need to know about this mod, from trophy collections to what each rod attachments would do, to treasures and to every single new fish you have found. Yes, this mod adds a whole bunch of new fishes, each with their own description and rarity, which makes unlocking them one by one a really fun thing to do. Now, I won't be going into the fishes or the attachments, but I will be showing you the new fishing mechanic. So unless you only want to catch the old boring cod and salmon, you might want to craft this StarCatcher's rod, where every time you cast it, you wait as normal, but once a fish bites, you have to actually reel it in by tapping space at the right time when the reel hits the green bar. The rarer the fish, the harder it is to catch. Even I struggle catching some fishes with this sometimes, but really, just with this mechanic itself, it makes fishing so much more fun and immersive. Like, imagine how hype it would be if you were to successfully catch a legendary fish. And this is all explained in the guidebook too. Like how some fishes could even hide treasures as well, making them even harder to catch. Sometimes while fishing, you even catch these message bottles that would contain a secret message in them that's usually pretty funny, but are also sometimes useful information. At the same time, also adding a little lore to this world. And with your new fishing gear as a nomad, how about the mod Villager Fish Shop? This mod is a really simple mod that adds one structure called a fish shop. A structure that usually spawns on a small island or beaches. Just a little place for you to stop by to trade with this villager called the fisherman. Or you could treat it as a place for you to set up camp to fish next to. But that wouldn't be enough. So how about the mod Antique Trading Ship? A mod that spawns these really nice looking trading ships throughout your world. Where just like the fish shop, you'll meet villagers ready to trade with you on board. Except this time, you could also stay the night here or fish on their boat. And that's basically it for this video. I think we've managed to really turn Minecraft into quite a game where a nomadic lifestyle would work just as well. Also, maybe like and subscribe too. It's completely free. Now, if you had any mods that you think would fit perfectly in this video, feel free to let me know in the comments. Until next time, goodbye.